So in today's jazz guitar lesson, I'm going to show you the chords to My Funny Valentine. Now, rather than show you the standard, say, real book changes if you like, I've already made a video on that, link in the description. I'm going to show you the Chet changes because let's face it, that's the most famous version of this tune and they differ slightly to the real book or standard changes. Now check the description for a link to PDFs of the chord shapes from today and the chart, and there's also a link to my Patreon page there too, where My Funny Valentine is the standard of the month. So here's my chart on the screen. This song is in A form. The first two A sections are both 8 bars in length, as is the B section, and then that final section is 12 bars in length. Chet recorded this in the key of C minor. Now on Chet Baker's recording, there's no guitar that I can hear. There's piano, there's obviously Chet singing, and there's double bass. So I've taken these chords from the piano, and obviously a pianist's got 10 fingers, they can play much more complex voicings than we can on the guitar. So I've had to simplify a few bits here and there, but try and keep with the spirit of what's played on the recording. Here's the first A section. So first A section starts out on C minor. I'm playing it in this like bar chord fashion, just not playing the note on the top. And then we descend in the second bar to C minor major 7, so that's a minor chord with a major 7 in, which is why it sounds very tense. Then to C minor 7, to C minor 6. And what's happening in that first line on the G string, we're going from a C at fret 5 to a B, major 7, then down to the minor 7th, it's a B flat, to an A, the 6. And that gives you C minor, major 7, C minor 7 to C minor 6, bar 5, going to A flat major 7 / C. Bit of a mouthful. That's an A flat major chord with the 3rd in the bass. So he's kept the C in the bass, 2 bars, and then we're going to go D minor 7 flat 5 to G7 sharp 5 twice. You could simplify that and just play G7 instead maybe, but that gives us that first A section being C minor, major 7, C minor 7 to C minor 6, A flat major 7 with the C in the bass, 2 bars. In terms of differences to the sort of standard changes, quite often there wouldn't be the 2 bars of A flat major 7 there, and at the end it would just be a bar of D minor 7 flat 5 and a bar of G7 rather than the 2 chords twice. So there's a bit more movement there. The second A section is very similar to the first. The last 2 bars slightly differ though because it's leading into the B section. Second A section starts in exactly the same way with that descending minor run down. C minor, major 7, minor 7. And yeah, you could pick things out a bit more maybe, like or you could comp more like I was doing 4 to the bar. That's more just for ease in showing you. Next line again, 2 bars of A flat major 7, and then we're going to go slight difference to the first time. First A section we're going to go F minor 7 flat 5 to a B7, and then F minor 7 to B7. Now that's setting this up. B flat 7 is the dominant of E flat major 7. E flat major 7 is the relative major of C minor. So that B flat 7 is setting us up to move to the relative major, to move to E flat major in the B section. Here's that B section which has that slightly more uplifting feel, that movement to the relative major, E flat major. So that B flat 7 leads us nicely into E flat major 7. And then this is a beautiful sounding chord. It goes under a couple names. I've called it B flat 9 sus 4. And we're going to have 2 beats on each chord. We're going to go E flat major 7 to B flat 9 sus 4. And we're going to do that 4 times. chords combined together. And then in the last line of the B section, we're going to change things up with E flat major 7 to G7 sharp 5. G7's a dominant of C minor, leads us back to that C minor for a bar. A flat major 7 with a C in the bass for a bar. 2-5 with the G7 flat 5. So, you know, you got that beautiful sus chord. And then the move to C minor. And then when that A flat chord comes in, we're sort of working our way back to the next A section. That G7 flat 5 there is quite nice. Again, if it's easier, just play G7, or you could do the sharp 5 again there if you like. So that's the B section. And the final section, which for me is the most dramatic section of the song. Final A section starts out on C minor again. We do that rundown that happens at the start of every A section. Such an emotive chord progression. Things get interesting here. A flat major 7. Then we're going to go D minor 7 flat 5. This next chord's a mouthful. G7 flat 9 sharp 5. And then this chord's a stretch. This is the trickiest bit of the song. C minor as a triad. C minor with a B in the bass. See how I just dropped that? Now, when I do that C minor triad like that, so with the ring finger on the E string, fret 8 for a C, so with the index on fret 5 of the D string, and the little finger, pinky, on fret 8 of the G. When I do that, probably tuck my left arm into my body, maybe drop my left shoulder to get that shape. Thumb drops behind the neck as well. But we go C minor with B in the bass, then B flat minor 7, then there's 2 chords on, the chord gets each beat here, goes B flat twice, and then you find that E flat bit tricky. You could just do the E flat 13 or an E flat 9. You could ignore the E flat 7 flat 9. I was just trying to pick up what the piano's doing there. Like that, or you could just go. And then last line, A flat major 7, D minor 7 flat 5, G7 flat 9 sharp 5, and then you'll see on the music here it says rit, short for ritardando, which is basically a gradual slowing down. Finishing on a C minor 9. So a few tricky bits in there. From bar 30, the D minor 7 flat 5, G7 flat 9 sharp 5, and then the descending. Slowing down. Maybe arpeggiating a bit. Finishing on that beautiful C minor 9. Here's once through the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some nice practice suggestions: you could try humming or singing the melody as you play the chords. You could maybe try playing along with the recording. That's always good fun to do. As I said, there's no guitar on there, so make a guitar part for it. Now, if you'd like to learn more about this song with me, then please do check out my Patreon page. This month there's a chord melody, there's a backing track, there's a chord tone outline, there's a comping study, beginner's solo and intermediate solo depending on what tier you sign up for. So please do check that out, which just brings me to say thank you to all of my patrons for supporting me over there. It's greatly appreciated. If you have any questions regarding today's lesson, then you leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Until next time, you take care.